Chloe calls me Papa sometimes, and she calls me Dad sometimes, and she calls Julie Mimi or Mama. And through our child psychologists, they told us not to correct that. Let her find her own natural rhythm. Let her relate to us on the terms that she chooses to relate to us on. Chloe was not on the show because at that time Kyle was at a place in his life to where he felt like that Chloe was our Achilles heel.
In the USA Network television series Chrisley Knows Best, Todd Chrisley may be the family's patriarch, but Chloe Chrisley is the real lifeblood of the eccentric Southern family. Some information about Chloe Chrisley that you might not be aware of is provided below, including the fact that she frequently experiences bullying. In today's video, we'll discuss Chloe Chrisley, the bullying she experiences, and how Todd and Julie Chrisley support her through it all. So be sure to stick around until the very end of this video. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Topish. We have some exciting stories that are full of lip-smacking delicacies, so make sure to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. With that being said, let's begin. The courts granted Todd and Julie Chrisley full custody of Chloe in 2014, despite the fact that they're not her biological parents. After Kyle, Todd's son, experienced a mental breakdown that might have put his daughter Chloe in danger, this happened. As a result of the ongoing legal drama, Chloe missed Chrisley Knows Best. It turns out that Chloe wasn't able to appear on the show because of a court order. The issue was that Kyle demanded payment for her appearances and threatened to sue the network if they didn't accede to his demands. Todd therefore decided to film without her. Radar Online asked him to clarify. "We had to act in Chloe's best interest at the end of the day. We didn't want to subject her to this, and there was no way we were paying Kyle any money." Todd decided it was time to have a discussion about race in America because he's a biracial grandparent. He took to Instagram a few years ago to announce that he, Julie, and Chloe would be speaking out on the Chrisley Confessions podcast. In the episode, Todd talked about what he's doing as Chloe's grandparent to ensure she's ready for the world, saying, "Chloe is 7 years old, so she must take part in these discussions. She needs to understand that this nation and this world will view her through the lens of a black girl." He continued by saying that having Chloe in his life forced him to become more knowledgeable about silent racism, which was a valuable learning experience. Chloe also spoke to the audience, telling them, "I have a black mom and a white dad, and I love how God made me." On a recent episode of Chrisley Knows Best, Todd and Julie Chrisley mentioned that a viewer had inquired about the process they used to choose schools for their children. Julie was the first to respond when the caller on the episode admitted they lived in Nashville and that it was exhausting because there were so many options available. Julie began by mentioning that Nashville is home to a number of private schools, but she cautioned the caller against canceling public schools because there were a few good ones. Listeners to Chrisley Confessions naturally didn't believe her. Julie and Todd both had the financial means to enroll their children in public school. When Julie and Todd finally agreed that Culper's first school wasn't the best option, they each took turns discussing Chloe's educational experiences. Todd went on to say that the school was not racially diverse. Chloe was singled out in the class even though Julie pointed out that she wasn't the only person of color at the school. Todd claimed that Chloe's classmates bullied her for being different from the others. Chloe continued by saying yet another instance of the bullying she had experienced at the hands of the other students. She mentioned a time when the students in her class dressed up as imaginary characters. The other girls and Chloe intended to be unicorns, but in the end, the other girls told Chloe that unicorns are actually white and not black. The girls' issues with Chloe's dark and curly hair were also brought up by Todd. Chloe's enrollment in another school, one with a wider diversity of students, was ultimately decided upon by Todd and Julie. It was acknowledged that Chloe had been pleading with them to straighten her hair, and to date though, Todd even admitted that they'd always said no, explaining that they didn't want Chloe's curls to be damaged by anyone heating up her hair. He was persuaded that they could straighten her hair without hurting it by a stylish match. Todd acknowledged that Chloe looked fantastic with straight hair, but he was baffled as to how it made her look older. Todd assured his followers that his situation has improved, and she also acquired the ability to accept the beauty of her curly hair and skin tone. Despite the fact that Todd and Julie are Chloe's grandparents, Regular Chrisley Knows Best viewers are aware that she doesn't refer to them as such. Todd explained in a Tennessean interview, "Sometimes Chloe refers to me as Papa and other times as Dad. She addresses Julie as Mama or Mimi." According to Todd, Chloe naturally developed those terms of endearment. He classified, "They instructed us not to change that, according to our child psychologist. Allow her to relate to us in her own natural rhythm and on the terms that she decides to use." Liking the video so far? Then go like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such videos. While the circumstances surrounding Chloe's birth were complicated, Todd was able to not only love her, but also learn to be a better person as a result of her. The cutest gift from God. I thank you, dear Lord, for every blessing you've ever given me, for every lesson I've learned the hard way, for all the things I was wrong about, and for the ability to love, forgive, accept, and move on, he gushed in an Instagram post. Todd went on to say that Chloe has improved his life and he will do everything in his power to help her. "This child is our blessing," he continued, "and we will cherish that throughout the rest of our lives." Even though they frequently bicker, it's clear that the Chrisley family members have genuine affection and love for one another. "I'm telling you all right now to stop your stupid because I'm not in the mood for it. And when it comes down to picking favorites, decorum can sometimes be thrown out the window. I'm coming over here to the kitchen and I'm going to punch you." When Chase Chrisley allegedly revealed that his favorite person wasn't his father, that was the situation. Todd made the decision to respond by posting a photo of Chloe and writing on Instagram, "Well, I figured I should share who my favorite person is since Chase wants to post who his favorite person is. Then beat that, Chase." A Chrisley family tradition that began long before the camera started rolling for their popular show Chrisley Knows Best is horseback riding. According to a post on her Instagram page, Savannah Chrisley has been involved in equestrian activities since she was a young child. That may be the reason why when Chloe, a 5-year-old, was taking riding lessons, she was especially in charge. "Savannah, stop being so domineering. All I want is for it to be perfect." Chloe appears to genuinely enjoy riding horses. It isn't just for the sake of the show. On her Instagram page in 2018, Julie posted a picture of Chloe astride a horse. The caption states, "Happy Sunday, recording of the first horse show." Additionally, in 2018, Todd posted a sweet photo of Chloe riding a horse to his Instagram. He penned, "And off she goes again." Despite the fact that Chloe seems to have a happy and healthy home life, drama has undoubtedly existed in it. Her biological father alleged in an interview with the UK tabloid The Daily Mail that Todd had been exploiting his daughter for his own gain at one point. When it was mentioned that having a mixed-race child could appeal to his demographic, "My dad showed no interest in Chloe at all before the show. Prior to that, he didn't want to see her." Kyle even went so far as to claim that Todd had no interest in speaking to her. The accusation incensed Todd greatly, and he vehemently refused it, telling E! News that is probably the most devastating thing in the article. Kyle clarified the record in a 2019 Facebook post after he became sober by acknowledging that "Everything I said in my interview was a fake story." Wow, that was strange. Lastly, every single fan of the show is aware that Todd and Julie Chrisley could spend a significant amount of time in federal prison. They were convicted of tax evasion and bank fraud, and they will appeal the decision as well while they wait to be sentenced. Of course, Savannah and Chase are mature enough to manage their own affairs. However, Chloe faces a disruptive future. Her parents' current priorities are taking care of her and their youngest son, Grayson. It's a much happier family in the Chrisley Knows Best show than what viewers see today. Chloe always has a polished appearance and is undoubtedly very personable. Actually, as she gets a little older, people start to swoon over her because of how stunning she looks. Todd's sassy and funny one-liner habit was quickly picked up by her, and she indeed seems clever. That ends today's video. Please leave a comment below to let us know what you think will happen next with the Chrisleys. Like and share this video to stay up to date on their progress, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Topish keeps you up to date on all the latest Hollywood celebrity news, drama, and gossip. Subscribe to our channel and check back for new videos and updates, and we'll see ya in the next video.